I mean, you can wait a little bit too, but I mean, if any of the problems are extended, especially.
All right, it's recording now.
All right, cool. All right, bye guys. Thanks for stopping.
Yeah.
Bye.
Hopefully you guys have a great experience with Joe. I also don't want to ruin the video by being in the video.
No worries. Oh, actually, Joe, before we would you prefer Joe or Dungeon Master?
Joe's fine.
Okay. Because I know I from what I've heard on online forums, some of them are like, oh yeah, just call me Dungeon Master or something like, or some cool name. I don't know. But for my rig, there's a problem. I think he mentioned it earlier. Maybe it's the software on my computer, but like I'm literally flipped. Like you can see me on both sides. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. It's just the software's not perfect.
There's also a big rhino in your way.
A big what?
There's also a big.
That's the Dragonborn. That's
That's supposed to be the dragon.
Yeah. So.
So your camera being mirrored the way it is, it's actually hardly even noticeable.
Well, like literally, well, I mean, it should be what because you know how Joe had his AR rig up. You know, you can see his cloak. Like for me, he's literally not moving. It's like not, yeah, like you can see it barely move, but it's supposed to like be in sync.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think that's just the camera detection. Maybe your background's too complicated or something.
Perhaps, yeah.
That might be it, because my background isn't too complicated, but I just went ahead and grabbed my green screen anyway.
Here, I can turn on Dragonborn. Should be like that.
Should I just turn off the AR set, but just keep the stats?
If you want. I mean, it's up to you. But either way, I think we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm not sure if it
not like that. There we go.
I'm not sure if it has your subclass features built into the app already, but if not, just keep which subclass you want to have in mind, and we can just use that outside of the app when you do stuff.
Subclass? Where can I find that?
Well, you can find it in like the DMG or any of the other extension books, depending on what you have.
Ah, okay.
Wherever you found the class, essentially.
Okay.
So, yeah, let's just go ahead and get started.
Oh, there we go. Because I put full screen. I don't know why, but like I put full screen, and yeah, this is really cool. Okay, now I'm getting into it.
All right.
Same thing.
So.
Oh wait, I'm flipped. Why? Hold on.
Feed me.
So how do you get the costume on? Because like I have the costume feature.
Well, since you're a human, it doesn't put anything on you.
Yeah, there's no overlay.
Oh, looks like I'm the only dragon in the group.
Whoa.
Get some ambience going.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, and let's just go ahead and get started. So, my name's Joe. I'm the DM. I've been a DM for about over 2 years now. Run lots of games before. Generally pretty laid back. The only thing I ask is that if I'm like actively talking, that people don't like interrupt me or talk over me. That's really just the main thing. But so as we go ahead and get started, you all are essentially called to a small town, a small coastal fishing village known as Light Spring. For the sake of simplicity, we're going to say this is in the Forgotten Realms, which is the default Dungeons & Dragons setting. You don't really need to know anything about it, though. It's fine. It's just kind of your typical fantasy world. So you all are called to this small town known as Light Spring on the edge of the Sword Coast. It's a small fishing village that occasionally gets fishing vessels and trading vessels through. Not a major trading port by any measure, but nonetheless, they do a bit of business to get by. And you have all been called there based on a posting that has been circulating around the continent, talking about them experiencing some kind of strange curse or blight, where they say it is infecting their waters and wildlife, killing their fish, and causing people to leave. And they're willing to hire adventurers to find the source of the problem and put a stop to it. So as you all individually make your ways to the journey there, you meet up in a small kind of tavern on a different town that's a bit of a distance away. Get yourselves introduced so that you can all travel there together as a group. And with that, starting with Andres, why don't we all just go ahead and introduce your characters?
Okay. I am Arter Llewellyn, and I am a druid, human druid. Let's say kind of average build in height, wearing kind of clothes that doesn't exactly fit in with the city. But I've been traveling around a while, so I don't look as wild as I once did when I first kind of wandered out of the forest. And I guess that's all I got for right now.
All right, let's go to Anri.
Hello everyone. My name is that's a close pronunciation, but it's pronounced Henri. I am a Dragonborn rogue. Although I do look intimidating at first, I truly do like to get to know people. I'm very active with people, actually. I really do just want to get to know people as friends. And yeah, but if you do cross me or you cross anyone I know, let's just say you'll regret knowing me at all and you'll wish that I was never born. Let's just leave it at that. Let's just hope that you stay on my good side always. You don't want to see my bad side at all.
All right, let's go to Griffin.
Griffin Anders. I'm kind of a athletic kind of person. I have my hair is brown, blonde tips with a streak kind of going down one side. And my current clothing is sort of covered by a sort of cloak.
All right, and then finally Scalix.
So I am a Dragonborn barbarian. I am a whole lot shorter than most Dragonborns, but I'm a whole lot wider. I fought in the local army. I'm not too bright, but I can definitely hit stuff really good. And so if there's something that needs hitting, I'm probably the best guy for the job.
All right, 2 Dragonborn and 2 humans. Interesting group. So as the 4 of you gather together in a small town outside of it and then walk along a kind of dusty bit of an off-the-trail boonies path towards the fishing town, you do come upon this small place currently covered by this fairly thick fog that's rolled in over the entire thing. And as you first approach it, the first thing that strikes you, aside from the fog, is the smell. As you all are just approaching the very edge of the town, you are just immediately hit with this absolutely nauseating stench that just reminds you of decay, of feces, of just everything terrible and rot that you've ever smelled before. And it's to the point where you really find yourself not wanting to continue forward any further.
I just pull an immediate 180 and start walking the other way.
No. I drag you back and I tell you, no, we came here to do something and we're gonna finish it.
What are we here for again?
So you saw a number of postings kind of posted up throughout the country and nearby neighboring nations about this town experiencing some kind of curse or plight, they called it, that they said has been infecting their waters and killing their wildlife.
So does it smell like to anyone?
So I have the ability to detect poison and disease. So I would like to cast that as a first level spell.
I believe you have to. Let's see.
I haven't learned. I didn't see where to prepare to have. I haven't learned, but I don't know where to prepare them. Right, because druids have to prepare daily.
Okay, so you want to start concentrating on it?
Yeah. Let's see.
Okay. Yep. You can cast the spell and start your concentration on it.
Can I do just like a perception check just to see if there's like anybody that's looking at us sideways or like looking at us funny for being here?
Well, you're still kind of at the edge of town at the moment, but you can once you
okay.
start walking in.
Okay.
And so as you detect poison and disease, you don't immediately notice anything around you since you are still at the edge of town, but when you get closer, you might be able to pick out something. So, and as you all start continuing in further, I'd like you all to roll a Constitution saving throw as the smell starts to overwhelm your nostrils.
Okay, so Constitution
saving throw.
We add our proficiency, right?
Sorry, clicked it too many times.
If you have proficiency in con saves.
Yeah, so I got a 6.
I'm not familiar how to do that particular move yet, as I'm still somewhat new to D&D.
Okay, so I believe it should like have an automatic button somewhere in there, right?
Yeah, if you go on your stats, on the one that says stats, and you go down, first you have like your initiative and stuff, and then you have your abilities, and then below the abilities is the saves.
Yep, I see that.
That's it.
I have 0 Constitution.
Yeah.
So you don't get a bonus on it, but you can still do a save. So you just hit it, and just means that you're not going to have a modifier to your roll. It's just going to be a flat 20.
All right. So do I just roll a 20 then now?
Yeah, if you click on that 0, it should roll it for you.
Oh, I see. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Nate.
Oh boy, off to a good start. Got a.
Please say
12.
the DC was 13.
No, it was higher than that. So everybody.
My original roll was a 6. Yeah, it was bad.
So everybody but Scalix. Oh wait. Yeah. Okay. Everybody but Scalix. You find yourself just instinctively hurl on the ground nearby as you start trying to approach the town and get closer. And yeah, it's just not a great way to start the whole journey, but nonetheless, you can continue on.
Oh boy, I have smelled many terrible smells in my life, but nothing as this bad.
Do I need to carry you all? I can do that.
Yes, please.
Young one, I do not need to be carried. I am sufficient to carry myself and everyone else.
All right, well, anybody that wants me to carry them, I give them a big, warm, dragony hug, and I just pick them up and start walking.
All right. As you all make your way into the town of Light Spring, you can see it is a fairly small fishing village, not unlike the background behind you all. A number of wooden shacks constructed at the edge of the beach, some small piers going out into the harbor, or small semblance of a harbor, you could call it. You can see that it is, at first surprisingly, but now that you think about it, unsurprisingly, pretty abandoned. You can occasionally see a person walking back and forth, but compared to the size of the village, there's not much going on. And the few people you do see are all wearing these like cloth handkerchiefs around their face that are covering their mouth and nose. and typically all look like they're hard at work, either carrying large barrels around or tending to some nets or fishing lines. And as you all make your way in, you can see that the populace the few people there give you some occasional kind of slightly suspicious glances, but as you look out towards the pier, there are no ships parked. Most of the buildings looked abandoned. It does not look like there's much going on here. And whoever of you wanted to make a perception check before can now.
Okay. Let me go ahead and do that.
Yeah, I can't quite see what you guys see, so I don't know exactly what all that looks like, but I believe there's, like, your skills are listed somewhere. You can just click on it to automatically roll it.
Yeah, see, the skills are the ones that looks kind of like a lock. The third one over, I think, is your skills.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, where is perception?
Whoa.
Oh.
Nice.
Nice.
Ooh.
Natural 20.
So what are you looking for, Andres? Or our layer?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Arter. I think that's it.
Arter.
Is that Arter or our lair? I don't know. I picked it minutes before we started. Yeah. So I was looking to kind of identify like the source of that odor. Like if I could, determine where there was something that was kind of the center point of it.
Sure. As you go and start taking a look around the village, you can pretty quickly see the source. You look out onto the surface of the water and see just fields of dead sea life, fish, octopus, jellyfish just floating along the surface, all just decomposing right on top of it and very obviously creating this absolutely nauseating smell. Galac's looking around. The residents do seem curious upon your arrival, but none of them are looking at you suspiciously necessarily. They all look like they're not having a good time either, though, and are just trying to mind their own business.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to do a charisma check to perhaps talk with a villager real quick to gauge what's been happening recently?
Well, you could just go and approach them and just talk to them. No need to check for that.
Okay, then I approach a villager and ask them what has been happening. When did this exactly start?
All right, you approach the nearest person to you. You see what appears to be this very large, well over 6 foot, kind of heavy-set human man. Also, one of the ones with like a handkerchief around his face. You can see bits of a brown beard peeking out underneath it, and kind of like some dark, bushy eyebrows and slightly like suspicious eyes as he looks towards you. Head, kind of hair on the sides, but balding on top. And he kind of just eyes you up a bit as you approach. Could I help you?
Yes, sir. I wanted to inquire about this particular village's predicament. From what we see, it seems that your sea life is just not well. I was wondering if you could tell me, when did this start?
Started about 2 weeks ago, I think. Most people have left as a result, but some of us have been trying to make do.
Well, did this happen gradually? Like, did some sea life start dying, or did just a lot start dying overnight?
It was kind of gradual, but pretty quick overall. I'd say it got to this point about over the course of 4 days, maybe.
All right. Well, thank you, sir. Is there anything else we should know, or would you be able to recommend anyone else we could talk to?
Well, what are you trying to do?
Well, we're trying to see what is the cause of this, and it seems that it's very recent, but it seems that this isn't something very natural. it seems that perhaps there are other forces at play here.
Yeah. The rumors that the water's been cursed by a ghost ship or something out there. But,
A ghost ship, you say?
yeah, no one really knows, though.
Do you know who we could talk to talk about the rumors more in depth?
Well, you could visit the local tavern, or you could go find the mayor. I think he's the one that has been trying to hire people to put a stop to it.
All right. Well, thank you so much, sir. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll try and help this village as much as we can.
And which way
All
to
right.
the mayor's house or wherever he works? Do they have like a town hall, maybe?
The mayor's hut is over near the docks on that side, and he kind of points to a kind of cylindrical-looking building with a thatched roof on it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Oh, sir, what is your name before we depart?
Dennis Willowbone.
Dennis Willowbone. All right. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Willowbone. We'll stay
Yeah.
in touch. Have a good one.
You too. And he kind of
Bye,
wanders off.
Dennis.
Kind of just looks at you and leaves.
Well, y'all, looks like that we're going to the mayor's house.
All right.
I got no argument.
So as you all start kind of heading over to there, it's like 2 minutes walking along the kind of sandy grasses. As you start approaching the front of it, you can see that the door is currently closed. And as you begin kind of walking towards it, ready to go knock on it, you suddenly hear this voice behind you. Can I help you all?
Yes, we're looking for the mayor.
Well, you found him, and you turn around to see this fairly rotund, well-dressed halfling man with a kind of rickety top hat on his face and a monocle over one eye, a pinstripe suit that's a bit faded, probably was nice at some point, but at this current time has kind of become old and faded and probably didn't have enough money to replace it. So he's just trying to get as much mileage out of it as possible. He kind of stands there holding some suspenders as he kind of looks over you all with a bit of a smile on his face. Theodore Addington, pleasure to meet you.
Oh,
I am the mayor of Light Spring, yes?
Oh, Joe, just real quick, it looks like I do have to go. My parents are calling me right now, so I'm so sorry, y'all. But this is pretty fun so far.
Okay.
So sorry, it was a last minute thing.
Okay. Do you have to go too, Andres?
I mean, I can go for a little bit longer. Like I plan to go to 6, and I don't have to stop hard at 6, but pretty closely around thereabouts.
Okay. Well, we'll just keep going.
Okay.
So as this halfling kind of stands there, standing at a solid like 2.5 feet tall, you all kind of turn around and just look down.
Yeah, we understand you need some help determining what's going on with all the dead sea creatures that are washing up on your shore.
Ah, yes. You came from the postings I put around, I presume.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. Please, walk with me. I'd like to hear all about your stories. But, unfortunately, I'm afraid we don't have time for that. So, you all are looking to find out about what's going on. Well, as you can see, the water has been blighted. All of our sea life is dying. And it's causing nobody to come here, which is bad for business. So, if you could find the source of that, that would be wonderful.
How long has this been happening?
Oh, about half a month or so, I would say.
And, was there any reason why this would have happened?
Well, there's been a lot of rumors and such floating about, but nobody really has any real idea, and that's why I need some adventurers to go find out and put a stop to it. I'm
Is
willing to pay
there-
some good money.
Is there any like wizards or witches that y'all know of around here?
I don't think so. Well, there was an old legend about a witch that lived out in the sea, but I think that has long since been debunked as mere stories.
And what is the reward for the? You need to know the source, or do you need the source to be remedied?
Well, I'd be willing to get you a small reward just to find it, but I really would like it remedied, yes. And I'm offering 500 gold to the group that does it.
Excellent.
So, are you all interested?
Yes.
Excellent. Well, how can I get you started?
Where's the best place to get some information?
Well, there's not too many places still open, to be completely honest. You could go down to the pier where some of the sailors still work. There's also a good amount that hang out in the tavern over there. What you see that looks like a beached shipwreck, that's actually the tavern.
Ooh.
And that's probably one of the most regularly inhabited buildings currently. Can't imagine why, but I'm sure you could probably find some information there.
Is there an area around here with any fresh air?
Not particularly close.
Wonderful. I will go ahead and take the pier then.
All right.
All right. All right. Well, let's go investigate the pier.
Yeah, let's go talk
All right.
to some sailors.
If you need anything else, just let me know. I'd be happy to help.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And the halfling kind of waddles off along the sand.
All right.
And you all head your way down to the pier to where you can see a number of small docks sticking out into the water. And you can see various sailors of mostly human, but a couple of other races too, making their way back and forth across the walkways, carrying boxes and stuff to some smaller fishing ships. And you do see your friend Dennis Willowbone among them, walking back and forth.
Is there like a? I guess I can do a perception check, but is there a ship that's like the largest or looks like it would be doing the most business that they would kind of have a vested interest in knowing more about like what's going on in the area?
Well, there do not appear to be any large trade ships of any kind. The largest ship you can see is one of the various fishing vessels that's currently parked.
Yeah, can we just go over to the biggest one and try to talk to whoever's either captaining or crewing it just to get some more information?
All right. You all make your way down to the docks to this fairly large, though definitely older looking and in slight disrepair fishing vessel, about the size of a schooner. You can see the typical line hanging off the back, a bunch of nets piled up along one of the sides, the cabin in the front with a kind of window cut out that's a bit frayed near the edges. The entire ship itself looks like it probably once had some red paint on it, but has since chipped off. And as you take a look at the ship, you can see its name is the Capsizer on the front. And walking along back and forth, you can see about a crew or so of 5 individuals. The most official looking among them actually appears to be this tiefling who's currently wearing a mask that covers their face and a tricorn on their head that's currently like kind of just walking back and forth between the different people, giving some instructions to them relatively quietly, actually.
Good morrow, fellows. How goes it?
as you call out, you can see this tiefling woman turn around, red skin, kind of gray horns that go back behind her head and curl back forward a little bit more. She kind of like just turns, looks at you all for a second, and then walks over to the side of the ship that's most closest to the pier. Kind of looks up. Can I help you all?
Yeah, my name is Scalix. I'm a strong guy, and I'm trying to figure out why your water's bad. Do you know why your water's bad?
Well, depends on who you ask.
I asked you.
Well, there is a ghost ship that has been prowling these waters as of late. I believe they call it the Howling Maiden. It is a ship of legend that was known to be docked here a long time ago, though I have personally seen it out and about when I have been going on my fishing runs out in the distance. When the fog is thick, you can sometimes see this really large frigate of sorts just right at the edge of your vision, sailing past before disappearing like it was never there. And when you look out at night from this pier exactly, out towards the southeastern front, where the ship is, you can see a purple glowing light that flashes in the distance every now and then. So, it might be crazy. Some people like to call it ghost stories, but I think that's the ship. And I think it's cursed our waters.
Has it ever attacked you?
No. We've been quick to leave anytime we spotted it. But
Probably.
other ships have gone missing as of late. They might have fallen victim to it.
So, who is there anyone we could get to take us to when it comes out to investigate further? Do you know anyone that would be willing?
Why would you want to do that?
Well, we've been tasked with finding out what's causing the blight in the ocean here by the mayor.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
She kind of like looks out towards the water for a second as the sun's getting a little lower in the sky. Looks back to you all. I could be convinced, perhaps.
Well, we've been offered a reward, so we don't have the gold yet. But if we can resolve this, I don't know if my partners and I would have to discuss it first. What would you consider a reasonable fee?
It depends on what we're doing exactly.
Or hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
I can arm wrestle you for it. I'm a pretty strong guy. I'll arm wrestle you for it. I bet I'm stronger than you. If we win, you take us out. And I'm trying to like intimidate her into like either arm wrestling, some kind of physical like challenge where there's not going to be any actual like blooding up, but some kind of like I'm trying to intimidate her into a physical challenge instead of having to like pay to charter that.
I'd say that's probably more persuasion.
Okay.
So if you could go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Yeah, let me get to my persuasion.
Yikes.
She just kind of stares at you for a second. That is probably the worst deal I've ever heard in my life.
It's already a try.
I don't
Would
care
you
about.
perhaps go for a test of combat?
I don't want any tests. if you want to pay, you can, but I don't have any need to prove myself against you.
Let's see.
Okay. How would 50 gold sound for taking us out into the waters?
Just taking you out into the water?
Well, we need to find the ship, so you'd be taking us out to where we can find the ghost ship.
And then do what?
I'm gonna board that ship.
You're gonna board a ghost ship.
Yep.
We are certainly going to try to board a ghost ship.
You know what? Bring a rowboat. You can go out in that after the ghost ship, and sure, I'll take you out there.
All
Great.
right then. Sounds like a deal.
Very well. 50 gold it is. And she kind of like motions for you all to step aboard as she goes and starts telling her crewmates to get things together and get ready to head out. And with that, you all do, as you begin to, the capsizer fairly slowly pulls backwards out of port and then begins sailing off towards the southeastern direction, where she said she last saw the supposed ghost ship known as the Howling Maiden. Let's see. All right. Yes.
Apparently, Andre's display does not like the change.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, is it not working for you guys?
It's working now, but it was kind of just bugging out.
Oh, you know what? It was doing that. I was trying to like stretch out the AREALM like controller to like look at my skills. I think that's what was causing that. Oh yeah.
Yep.
That's so weird. That's really weird. Huh. Interesting. Okay. I'm done messing with it. Sorry.
As the ship kind of pulls out, you can see the fog is only getting thicker as it goes along. And even as you head out into these deeper waters, there's still just dead sea life floating along the surface of this murky ocean that's almost more kind of brownish in appearance than blue. And as the ship begins to sail along, going towards this supposed point where she last saw it, there's a bit of silence that just falls over the ship for a bit as it sails along for 1 or 2 hours before you all are kind of like suddenly jolted out of your just kind of bored daze by what feels like something bumping the bottom of the boat.
I go to the I move to the edge of the ship and peer over to see if I can find anything.
All right, roll a perception check.
Is it?
Perception. Okay.
Yeah, as you look down into the waters, it's just too murky and dark, and you can't see anything below the surface.
How hard does it feel like it's hitting the boat? Is it like a light knock, or is it to jostle us like back and forth?
It's not enough to jostle your movement, but it was enough where you could feel it.
Okay.
So
can I
fairly
do
sizable.
a perception check as well then?
Yep. You guys quickly look over the side. Ooh. Unfortunate. You also kind of look into the murky water and don't see anything other than just dead fish carcasses.
So
Yeah.
so I'm So I'm feeling like they're not seeing anything on the areas where they kind of each have gone. So I've kind of like pick a different area. And can I also try?
Sure.
Okay. Skills. And perception. Perception check, right?
Yep. Man,
We're not doing good.
these are some rough rolls.
Womp
Yep.
womp.
None of you see anything. You just felt that bump, and then there's just a stillness.
Does it
Huh.
seem like the water is like the more we go out, does it seem like the water is getting like less diseased looking, or is it just like constantly the grossness?
It's still just as gross as it was before.
Okay. So I want to turn to the captain and say, how far out is it when you guys see the ghost ship?
She kind of like, you can see her looking towards the horizon as she goes, we should be about in the area now.
So I'm just gonna scan the horizon, see if I can see pretty much anything.
Yep, you all look out. The fog is still kind of obscuring your vision at this point. And for a few moments, you feel another bump on the bottom of the boat.
Can I do?
You all can roll another perception check.
Yeah, let me do that.
Man,
I'm on
Yeah.
high roll.
Hey, I'm consistent.
Hey,
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
all right.
The Dragonborn and human, or the druid, both still don't see anything, but as Griffin goes and looks off towards the back of the ship, you notice, just basically at the last moment as you're looking back, what looks like a fin over the water sink down into it.
I slowly reach for a pouch on my belt to pull a dart out. All
right.
underneath my cloak, obviously.
All right.
Do I notice that he's like reaching for something under his cloak?
Yeah, you do notice that Griffin's kind of standing towards the back, looking kind of tense.
All right, then can I like grab my great axe and just ready in action?
What are you gonna ready?
Just for like if anything pops up, just for an attack, because I was a soldier, so I kind of have a sense for something's not right. I feel like we're about to get attacked, so I'm gonna at least be prepared if something happens. So I'm just gonna kind of have it at the ready. If something jumps out, I can swing at it.
All right. Where are you standing in relation to the ship?
If Andres is at the back, then I'll probably be on like one of the sides.
All right. You kind of prepare your axe and hold it there for a second as stillness falls over the water once again.
Does the fog seem to be getting heavier or lighter, or just kind of can't really tell?
Looking around, it does seem actually even a little bit heavier than it was before.
And I'm still keeping an eye on that fin.
Well, you can't see it anymore. It's below the water now.
Can I look to the horizon to see if, the ship is out there moving, or if we can see anything out there?
As you look out towards the horizon, while your two companions are looking down into the water, Scalix, you do notice suddenly out of the corner of your vision what looks like an object. And as you look over for a brief second, you can see the visage of a ship move along the very edge of the fog before disappearing.
Did you guys see that? I swear there was a ship over there.
I think I missed it.
You saw a ship?
I think so.
Which
I
direction?
go back to scanning the horizon.
You can see the captain getting antsy as she's looking around and hears the mention of a ship.
So what's the plan? We're gonna put a rowboat in the water and try and get closer once we see it.
I don't know about you all, but I need to get out of here.
Well,
I turned to her and I
Captain,
looked
thank you for taking us this far, at least.
Yeah, you're going to be crazy. Good luck out there.
I want to look at her, and can I get do a perception check on her to see, is she cowardice? Is she brave? Is this trying to do kind of fight or flight? Can I do a perception check on her?
That would be an insight check.
Oh, okay. Can I do that?
Yep.
All right. Let me do that. Yeah, I got an 8.
It's hard to say whether or not she's a coward necessarily, or this is well-founded fear, but she's definitely scared.
Okay. So I look at my two companions and I go, we kind of have two options here. One is we get in the rowboat and we just try to figure out where this thing is, but we don't know these waters. The second is we either persuade or force these experienced sailors to, continue going it.
Yeah. So out of character, how far out are we? We've gone a ways.
Yeah.
So we're like the rowboat. We'd be okay. So well, we've gone quite a ways. I don't know. The more I think about it, the rowboat. I don't know how we'd get back if you left us, Captain.
I don't know what to tell you. This is your plan.
Not to mention there's a big sea creature in the water that's causing the boat to rock back and forth. I feel like if we take a rowboat, it would eat us.
Yeah, it probably would.
Like marshmallows.
I can take you all back if you want, but I'm going back. If it's not the shark, it's going to be the ghost ship that gets you.
Ghost ship.
So should we try to persuade them to keep us going, or do we wing it for ourselves?
We could definitely try to persuade them.
Yeah, let's see.
Well,
I don't have a very good charisma.
I have a +1 to persuasion.
I got a +1, but my charisma is only 13.
tell
I'm
you
much better
what.
at intimidation.
Tell you what. If we stay the course and continue on to find a ghost ship, we will double your pay.
Roll a persuasion check.
All right, here goes.
Sorry, no amount of money is worth dying out here.
Then how about this? You keep going with us, or I throw you in the water.
Roll intimidation check.
We chartered her ship to. Oh.
And I think I 5 to that. Oh, wait,
Least
I didn't.
intimidating dragon.
Sorry, I rolled insight.
ever.
That's bad. Hold on. I rolled the wrong
Oh.
thing. That's what it was. Hold on. That's why I was like, I have a +5. How did I only get a 5? That's a little better.
Okay.
Still not amazing. As you say that, she kind of like narrows her eyes at you, and you see her draw a saber off of her side. I'd like to see you try.
I lunge at her.
Oh my god.
All right, I guess we're rolling initiative.
Oh no.
Oh, Scalex, what have you done?
I told you, I'm big and strong and dumb. Hold on. Where's my initiative
Whoa!
at?
What
There
is
it
all this now?
This is the 3D map.
Oh,
Cool.
wow.
Oh, this is why you were asking where we were.
Among other things, yeah. Kind of. That was from a previous
Oh,
thing.
nat 20.
On an initiative roll. You couldn't have gotten that on the intimidation roll.
I know. I'm sorry.
All right. Leave you two are off looking over the side, since Galix would be up here talking to the captain. All right.
Well, Scalix, you rolled the higher initiative. Oh wait, no, shoot, wait. I completely forgot. Initiative +3.
Let's see. Where's that in the thing?
I keep forgetting I can do all that. I would have probably been a 5 anyway.
Andres, what's your initiative?
Yeah, where's the? I forget where's the game log again? Is it info?
It's under
Here we
the
go.
heart. It's under the heart. You push
Yeah.
initiative.
Arter got a 10.
10. Yep.
Can I just go ahead and re-roll the initiative roll, or are we just gonna go with my 5?
Why would you re-roll it?
I mean, if I don't need to. Nah, I'm not gonna worry about it.
I mean, do you have a reason to?
Just because I rolled the regular D20 without just completely forgetting, I can just click the initiative roll. I'm not gonna worry about it. It's
All
5.
right. Let me see if I can. There we go. Oh, goodness. Louise has the captain. All right. And we'll just use just use these as the other sailors. All right. Let's see. All righty. And we'll roll some initiative. +3. Yep.
Oh.
10. All right. Uh, and the crewmates. Both. All right.
Being a level 3 monk, I was able to choose a monastic tradition. I'm looking on my character sheet for on D&D Beyond.
Okay.
Can we go with what we have on D&D Beyond? Because there's
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, at level 3, you should have a subclass.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what is Griffin's initiative?
I rolled a 2 plus a plus 3 initiative, so 5.
It doesn't have your initiative in here.
No, that's why I was wondering if I should re-roll it. Right here it says Griffin Anders rolled the d20, 2 plus no modifier. So I accidentally did a regular d20 roll.
Yeah, just go ahead and roll your initiative and see if that updates it.
All right.
Yeah, there we go. And then should be oh wait. Griffin, Scalix, and Arter. For some reason, it's not showing your name.
Oh.
Do you have a 10? Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. I can just write it in. All right. At top of initiative, Griffin. You can see your Dragonborn companion Scalix lunge at the captain up here at the wheel. And you can see the rest of the crewmates all begin pulling out swords.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Scalix, what have you done? I see there is an enemy behind me and to my... Or there's a crew member behind me and to my right.
Yeah, where are you? Further.
I'm on the left. Oh, geez. What's the left? Port?
Yeah, okay, here you are, yeah.
Yeah, that's me. And there's an enemy token to my southeast.
Yep.
I
go after him.
No. Let me just go ahead and throw a dart at.
All right.
Yeah, since we're in combat, I might as well.
All right, go ahead. That will actually hit.
Hey.
Hey.
And 4 damage.
4.
All right. You quickly whirl around and throw a dart right at him that just sticks into his arm, and he lets out a low grunt as he then looks at you.
So, I believe I have a bonus action.
Yep. You can just do a bonus action unarmed attack, or you can use a key point to do 2.
I think I will actually spend a key point to take my patient defense.
Okay. That's fine too. Anything else?
That's gonna be it.
All right, Scalix.
Going into a rage is a bonus action, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, so I want to go into a rage. Now, as Path of the Wild Magic, I know I have to roll on the wild because it's a wild surge whenever you go into a rage. So I'm trying to remember. Is that which dice is that? Is that the 100, or is that the?
Yes, it is.
Let me look it up real quick. It's not normal wild magic. It has its own table. It's a D8.
D8. Okay, hold on. Let me roll the D8 since I went into rage.
Path of Wild Magic is a...
7.
Oh, okay.
Flowers and vines temporarily grow around you until your rage ends. The ground within 15 feet of you is difficult terrain for your enemies.
Ooh, okay, that's cool. So tell me if I'm able to do this, because I know I have like, I think 30 feet of movement. Can I grab the captain and like hold her over the side like I'm gonna drop her, but I'm not actually dropping her yet?
You can try to grapple her.
Is that, what is that? Athletics?
Yep, it's your athletics versus her athletics or acrobatics.
Okay, so yeah, let me do that.
All right. Ooh, 19.
Yeah.
13. All right. You grapple her, so essentially you're holding onto her now, and you can drag her and try to hold her over the side.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
All right. You do so.
And then I kind of want to say, call everybody off, and I don't drop you.
She doesn't seem phased.
Can I drop her then?
Yep.
I drop her.
All right. She is dropped into the water. As you quickly grab her and throw her overboard.
And then
Anything else?
how much more movement do I have? Like,
I'd say they used up like 15 feet, so another 15.
Going
Can I
through
get to
difficult
the
terrain cuts
other-
your speed in half, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, that's their speed. It doesn't affect
Yeah.
Scalix.
it doesn't affect me. Can I get to this other guy that's on the same like row? Would I be able to get to them?
Yep,
And then can I
you
actually
can get to him.
attack them?
It used
'cause
your
I
attack to
don't know if-
grapple her.
Okay, I didn't remember. Okay, and then that ends mine.
All right. That'll bring it to the crew, who are not very happy that you just threw their captain overboard. And so this one here is going to make an attack against Scalix. All right, so +3. It's a 14 hit.
Hold on. Where's my AC? My AC is 14.
So yes, that does hit. Although the damage is halved since it's slashing. Yep, so d6 +1. So you take 3 slashing damage as this guy pulls out a sword and makes a slash against your arm. And then the rest of them are going to move in. This guy that just got attacked by Griffin will attack him. This one will move over to Arter, and these two are a bit too far away, so they're both going to have to dash. This one's also going to dash up to Griffin, and this one will dash up over here, we'll say. But that'll be one attack against Griffin.
And I believe, since I have patient defense up...
It is at disadvantage.
Oh, it is disadvantage.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Since you have patient defense, yeah. Trying to figure out how I roll disadvantage on here again.
You roll 2d20, take the lower. Take the lower.
There we
result.
go. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to roll it on the app. All right. 14.
My AC is 15.
All right. So this guy rushes at you with a blade, swiping towards your face, but you manage to duck back just in time as it whizzes past. And this guy goes for a slash at Arter.
All right.
Oh, wait. The 14 may have been without the modifier.
What's their modifier?
+3.
Oh,
Yeah, that's weird.
that would be a 17 then. So it hits.
Let me try again to see if it added it or not.
It looks like
It
you
didn't
had
show.
it set for disadvantage or something.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out if it actually added the modifier or not because it doesn't show it.
Oh,
Don't forget, right underneath all those dice, you have the modifier roll.
Yeah, I have been using that, but it doesn't seem to be adding it for some reason.
Let me give it a try. This isn't going to be like for any roll or anything. No.
See, oh wait,
Yeah, that didn't give me a disadvantage. Oh.
that just added it all
Okay. Here
together.
we go. So you're rolling for disadvantage.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to add the modifier when I do it.
Oh, okay.
It's weird.
Yeah. So your disadvantage roll was a 14.
Yeah, so it'd be 17.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. That'll be 6 damage.
So that drops me down to 16.
Yep. And then the attack against Arter was an 11, which I think misses.
Yep, that misses.
So that one swipes that towards you, but the blade whizzes past. As that'll be the end of the crew's turns as it goes to Arter.
Okay, so the one that just
Hey.
attacked me, I'm gonna swing back at him with my
Hold up.
scimitar.
20 on my initiative.
What's that?
I said I think I had gotten 20 on my
Yes, you did.
initiative. Trying to go back up and look at that.
Yeah, you got an initiative roll of 20.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just went.
Okay.
Yeah, it was me, then you, then the crew, and now it's going to be
Okay, I'm sorry.
Arter.
Okay, sorry. I read the order wrong. My bad.
So Arter.
Okay, so let's see, it's gonna be under actions here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't see what you have.
Sorry, thinking out loud. All right, so it looks like I rolled a 12
That will hit.
How are you attacking?
with my scimitar, swinging with the scimitar.
Yep.
All right.
That will hit.
So then,
All right. The guy takes 5 damage. Put a good slash into his arm, and he
Nice.
growls and looks at you. Anything else?
let's see. Oh, yeah, what can I do for bonus action? You know what? No, I don't want to slow down combat. I'm good for right now.
All right. That'll bring it to the captain, who's in the water.
And
and
it's currently trying to swim.
yeah. I'll say she's going to try to climb up on the boat with an athletics check. So we'll do +4. Yeah, definitely not. She swims over to the side of the ship and tries to grab onto it, but her hand slips off and scratches itself against like the barnacles on the bottom of it, and she bleeds in the water a bit and lets out a grimace as she's treading water currently. And looks back to see a shark fin prowling the water towards her.
Whoa.
As they'll bring it to Griffin.
All right. First, I will use my reaction to plead with the crew members. Oh, jeez. Oh, what was I gonna say? Gentlemen, if we could talk this out, I'm sure we could come to some sort of. Oh, what's the word I'm trying to think of?
Arrangement.
That's one word for it.
As you say that, one of them points over towards Valix and goes, "Call your dog off and we'll talk."
Scalix, please please stand down.
I don't look quite as mean, but I'm still ready if somebody's gonna fight. But I'll at least start to put my axe away.
All right. Anything else, Griffin?
Nope. I mean, I'm going to. I believe I have 2 key points at level. 3 key points at level 3.
Sounds right. Yeah.
So, I am going to spend my. Oh, here we go. Yeah. So I'm going to spend another key point to do another patient. Actually, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to use another patient defense just in case one of the crew members that's ganging up on me decides to pull something.
All right, fair enough. In that case, it'll go to Scalix. Do you commit to your promise to stand down?
Yes. So can I move back to where kind of I originally was, and then look at the captain and say, "Do you need a hand?"
Oh yeah, sure. Like she's going to.
She stares up at you as she's treading water, unsure if you're actually being genuine or not.
If I have rope, I'll lower a rope. If not, I'll try to reach my hand out.
Do you have an explorer's pack?
I think I do. Hold on, let me double check. Yes, I do have an explorer's pack.
Then yeah, you can pull out some rope and lower it down.
Scalix, if you want to gain her trust, you might want to disarm yourself.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to lower a rope to help her up.
Yep.
And then
so you lower the rope?
Yeah, I lower the rope, and then if I can, I don't know if I can do this, but can I give her, I guess, as a show of good faith, like a help action on any checks that she needs to do to get up back on the boat?
Well, you can use the rope to pull her back up, essentially. What if she grabs onto it?
Would I be able to do that with my athletics, like just have her grab onto it and then pull her up?
You won't need to roll a check for it.
Oh, okay. So then, yeah, I'll just, like, I'm not going to attack anybody. I'm just going to, lower the rope down and try to help her get up.
All right. Well, for the sake of expediency, this crew member comes over here to help you. You lower the rope down, and she gets pulled back up onto the deck before the shark gets to her. You can see one of her knuckles is kind of bloody when she scraped it against the barnacles on the bottom, and she just stares towards Scalix with a, well, understandably infuriated expression as her crew members kind of gather around her, also distrusting towards you all now. But we will say you're out of initiative.
Sweet.
So I look at the captain and I go, "Will you help us now?"
First off, we would very much like to apologize for our associates' rash behavior.
Yeah, you should be.
We did not really mean for it to go quite in that direction. And if you do not want us on your ship anymore, we will certainly understand. Won't we, Scalix?
I mean, I'll understand, yeah.
How about this? We all sail back to the shore, and we all walk out of this alive.
Yeah, that's
And we'll try to forget any of this ever happened.
Yeah, okay. And for the trouble we put you through, we will double our initial pay.
We don't need any money. Just promise me that when you get back, we'll get off my ship.
Yes, we would be very much. Shoot, that's not. Yes, we would be more than willing to get off your ship.
Very well. And with that, the crew members all keep a very close eye on you as they begin to turn the ship back around and sail out of the fog, trying to go back towards the port of Light Spring. So, I don't know, what time is it there, Andres?
Yeah, it's 6:05 here. My wife's message. I gotta go pick her up pretty soon. Like, I could go for a few more minutes, but I don't know if that would really be enough time to resolve anything. I would hate to have to like leave like in combat again. But
Yeah.
I'm probably down to like pick this up later if you guys want to continue it.
Yeah, I think this would be a pretty good cutoff point.
Yep. Okay. We can just go forward with 2 people if you guys want, or we can just call it here.
I would like to, before we get back to port, I want to look at the captain. I want to stick out my big claw and go, "No hard feelings. It's just business."
Oh no!
Get off my ship.
No! Calix, put that claw away.
I'm just trying to shake a hand. No hard
She-
feeling.
She does not shake your hand. She just stares at you and says, "Get off my ship."
That's fair. Good day.
All right. And with that, you all disembark, managing to walk away without any necessarily resolution to your problem, but at least walking away with your lives. And yep.
Actually, one last thing. I guess we could probably make the cutoff point off thing, but why don't we just cut it off at an inn?
Yeah, you can all leave Light Spring, deciding that this town's more trouble than it's worth, and go back to your lives before. Which, it's understandable, honestly.
Well,
I don't need no
It
good
did
ship.
smell really terrible.
It smells terrible. There's ghost ships. Nachi, if we're done here.
Yeah, I'm out.
All right. Well, didn't turn out quite as planned, but hopefully you all enjoyed it nonetheless.
Yeah, cool. And like I said, I kind of committed to it based on the calendar time that they had. But if I have an advance notice, I can definitely go a little bit longer. I just need to, make arrangements, make sure.
Yeah, technical difficulties, unfortunately.
Yeah, for sure.
Cut off a lot of the time.
Yeah, but thanks so much. It was really fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
And you
glad
guys
you enjoyed it.
should have my contact info through the calendar invite too.
Yep.
All right, cool. Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Bye.
All right. We'll call the recording there, I guess.
And Joe, if
do
y'all
you have
want to do another one of these or something like that.